Yeah.
It's indeed another blessed, beautiful Friday. And as I always say, I enjoy Fridays, the most enjoyable days for me. And I have a great artist that I have with me right here on this platform for the very first time. He's with us. He goes by the name of Andile Thabethe. And I'm sure some of you will notice him from Joyous Celebration. He's an artist at Joyous Celebration. So today we're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great chat. I look forward to be chatting with him today so that we can get to know him better up close and personal. I've had an opportunity of meeting Andile personally, and I've seen him somewhere. I don't want to disclose, but I've seen him somewhere. So I know him beyond just a joyous celebration and this platform. But today we're going to just have a chat so that we can get to know him better. You know, that's what I specialize in. I always bring you these great artists from all over the world. So today we brought you Andile Thabethe to come and tell us about himself, what he does, so that you here at Africa USA Radio can get to know him better. Good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon. It's afternoon here in South Africa, but I know around the world they've got different time zones. But
Yeah,
how
yeah,
are
yeah.
you? How are you?
I would like to say I'm blessed and highly favored, like a Christian person.
Oh,
I'm blessed and
yes.
highly
That's my favorite one right there.
favored.
I love that. I love
And how
that.
are you? How are you doing?
I'm also blessed and highly favored, and I'm very privileged. I'm very honored. I'm very excited to be
Amen,
having
amen.
you today for the very first time on Africa USA Radio. It's really an honor. I've always been looking
Wow.
forward to having a chat with you, on this
Thank
kind
you
of
so
platform.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity and thank you so
Mm,
much for inviting me
right,
today.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, you and I know each other from somewhere.
Hey, I wonder where is the somewhere? I wonder where is the
From
somewhere?
somewhere. You know, most people know Andile from Joyous Celebration, but I also
Yeah.
know Andile from Living Water Ministries, where
Yo, yay.
yes, yeah,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
somewhere.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what I
You
know
you
you
know
from
me in
that
the stage
somewhere.
and out of the stage. Yeah.
Right, right. And I
Yeah.
am always fascinated whenever I see you ministering at church on that platform.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't think most people know who Andile really is until they see you at church and on stage at church,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. Yeah.
that's where you are more of yourself. I believe there.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
In the presence of the Lord, definitely we become different, than
Hmm.
when you see us in a stage. Stages can be
Right.
just 5 minutes and then you're out. But when you're inside the church, that's where your spirit connects more to the presence of the Lord.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. And
Yes.
may I say you are such a great blessing. You are such a great
Wow. Thank you.
worship
Thank you so
leader,
much.
and
Thank you so much.
I just even the praise aspect of you. I just love how you also lead praise. Both praise and worship.
Wow.
You are
Thank you
just
so much.
excellent, and I
Yeah.
enjoy sitting under your ministry and being ministered to whenever
Thank you
we
so
are
much.
at what do you call Living Water Ministries at fire conferences. That's when we
Yo,
normally
you know what? You know what? Fire conference.
at fire
Yeah.
conferences. Yeah,
You
you
know fire
always
conference. Yeah.
right. And it's been long, hey, since COVID. I mean,
Definitely.
COVID
It's I
was
think 2 years, the full 2 years, and last year we did fire conference, but it was one day, you know. So
Mm,
yeah, it's been a
mm,
while. We never
mhm.
did a fire conference era. It's a proper, you know. We
Right, the
always
right one, the
we miss
right one.
we definitely miss that. We miss that.
But are
Mm.
you still ministering at church? Are you still the worship
I'm
leader,
still
the
ministering at
minister?
church, but even though I don't attend frequently, like
Mm,
because now I'm doing joyous and I'm also doing radio. So on
yeah.
Sundays I'm on radio. Sometimes when I knock off from radio, maybe I can rush to church. Definitely
Mhm.
show. But since cards like no, that body always will tell you that I'm tired. You know.
But I'm sure they
Yeah.
miss you, eh? I'm sure they miss your
Definitely.
ministry at church, eh?
Mom Fundis Mom Zilimbola was calling was she called me and said, "Oh Baba, can they soon do any then what's happening?" I'm like, "Yo, what?"
Uyababulala man, uyababulala manje yazi.
Yeah, but there's nothing I can
But
do.
what
I
is
think God,
what? Mm,
yeah, I think God always he said the Bible says he gave talents, you know, he gave talents so that you can
mm.
go out and multiply. I think also
Right.
on radio I also minister to the
It's
people
a
of God, you
ministry.
know.
It's a ministry on its
Yes,
own as well.
yes, you
Right,
know.
right.
So
Mm.
definitely, so yes, I miss church, but when I get time, I always go to church. Definitely,
Mm, mm, mm.
yes.
You seem to be a man with many gifts, many talents, you know? You've got so many gifts. You are a singer, you are a songwriter, you are an arranger, you are a radio personality. You are all
Yeah,
that. You are I also
yeah,
saw on
yeah,
your bio you are an actor and
yeah,
a
yeah.
program director, influencer, brand ambassador, motivational speaker. How do you
Yo,
juggle all these portfolios? You know, I'm wondering how you manage all these things.
well, I will quote this quote that says, "You always find time for something you love." That quote,
Right.
you know that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
always find time for something
Yeah.
that you love. Yeah, but I think since I started it, I never had a problem with it. Namang asks, how do I manage these things? But they always happen, you know. The only thing that is still on hold for me, it's only acting, but the rest of the things I'm still doing them.
You find time to
Yeah.
do that.
Yes, I find time to do them. I find time to
Okay.
do them. Yeah.
And among all these roles, among all these gifts, these talents that you have, which
Yeah.
one would you say you enjoy or you are most passionate about?
I'm falling in love so much with radio. Because when you are on radio, you're speaking to a thousand millions of people who are listening. You know,
Right.
um,
Mm.
yeah, definitely. Yes, the platform, your music, you get to speak to a lot of. But you know, when with music, you speak. With that one song, you know, but when you're on radio, I'm on radio Monday to Friday. So definitely sure I've got enough time to preach the word of God on radio. You know, I've got enough time to encourage someone who's going through something, you know. I'm
Mm.
definitely radio for now. It's a key for me.
Okay. We want to
Yeah.
come back on that radio thing, and I'm glad that you mentioned that it's your number one passion. You know, I was curious to know that, which one between music and radio. So now that
Yeah, yeah.
you've disclosed that radio is
Mm,
your first love, your number one
definitely.
passion,
Definitely.
then maybe music is the next, right?
Music is an extra, but definitely music is the key. I think music, why I love music, music brought everything that I have today. You know,
It
music
it
opened
it
doors
kind of
for
served
me.
as a foundation. It served as a
Yes,
foundation, right? Okay.
definitely opened
Okay.
doors for so many things that I've got today. So that's why music will always be my priority because of that.
Okay. We are going to talk more about those two roles, the music role and the radio role. But for those of our listeners and our viewers who really don't know Andile, who don't know who Andile is, how would you
Mm.
describe yourself? If somebody was to ask you who is Andile, what will you say?
Firstly, I would say Andile is a go-getter.
Mm.
Andile is a God-fearing man. Yeah, it's Ngisilesho. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so Andile is a go-getter, is God-fearing man, and yo, guys, there's one thing people they don't understand about me. I'm hyper. Like I'm too hyper,
Oh, you're
too
hyper.
hyper. Yeah, even in these days, I'm like, no, man, you are old now. You need to, you need to decrease your hypiness.
You know what you
But I
need?
cannot.
Let me tell you what you need. Do you want me to tell
Yeah,
you what you need to
yeah. Tell
like cool
me.
down? You need a wife.
Someone will be like, hey, Thabethe, no, you're doing too much
Well,
now. You're
you
doing
need
too
a
much.
wife, then they'll tell you, no, no, no. Cool down now. It's time to
Well, as a government of this country, we are still thinking maybe we can find.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Andile. You are free to be yourself, but I mean, but
Yeah.
sometimes, with your busy life and everything, I wonder if you will even handle having a
No,
wife, having
I
what
was, I was. Sorry to cut you. I was saying to mom this year, I was like, my mom is still alive. So I was saying, like,
mm,
mom, I think this time around, this year, no, man, something must happen. As in, no, I'm tired, man. No, I'm tired of being Andile. Now,
alone. Yeah,
yeah,
alone. It is
kinyak,
not
now
good. It
kinyak
is not
gore
good.
le nna ba re ntate Thabethe, mara ntate Thabethe o utlware gore ke ntate Thabethe. Wa bo?
Exactly, exactly. I concur with mommy. I concur with mama or no, right? I think it's about
Yeah.
time. It's about
Ra ba-
time. We utlwa e monate yang, we utlwa gore e monate yang gore ntate Thabethe.
Yeah, wa utlwagala gore man ke ntate motsona man.
Wa utlwagala, exactly. So you must really pray hard this year. Or Modimo, hey, remember me. Why?
Yeah,
If you know
definitely,
how so
definitely.
be thing, hi banning how so be thing, you must just start praying and saying, God, please remember me.
I
You see.
believe in this word that when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen.
No, no, we are also here. We'll stand in the gap, We'll be
Come on,
standing in,
intercessors. Come on,
yeah,
intercessors.
we'll
Stand in your
stand in the
gap.
gap to start praying that God, no, please make a plan now. Make a plan.
Yo,
It's
I think
about
it's a high
time.
time, Joe. It's a high time. No, it's a high
Exactly.
time.
Yeah, yeah. So most, like I say, most people know you from Joyous, but they don't know the other sides of Andile, where you come from, who you
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
So you just explained a bit who you are. What more do you want people to know about you, which they do not know about you? You said you are hyper. What else
Yeah,
do you
definitely.
want?
I'm,
What
I'm,
else
I'm a
do you want?
hyper, and as much as hype, I think that's why radio even hired me, because
Mm.
I'm talkative. Yo, I'm talkative. I
Oh,
talk a lot.
yeah,
I don't.
sure.
Ngiswele into engizoyikhuluma, I find something to talk about. You know.
Okay,
But
okay.
at the same time, truly speaking, I'm more invested in God. In God's work.
Mm, mm.
Now there's a movement that I've started around here. I'm staying in Soweto. There's a
Okay.
movement that I've started called Inkonzo Enkulu Mkhuleko, which is happening each and every last Friday of the month. We gather with the saints
Mm.
and we pray, thanking God for Ugusbamba from first of the month up until the end of the month.
Sure,
So
powerful
I'm
stuff.
more invested in God's things,
Mm, mm,
Gakulgas.
mm.
Um, yes, I was born in KZN in a place called Engutu.
Mm.
Um, uh, and I was raised by my grandmother because my mother had to come to Johannesburg to find work, and
Okay.
I grew up there, and I studied my grade R's there, and I finished my matric there, and then I went to Newcastle to do my diploma of human resource management, and then I
Mm.
obtained that, and then I came to Johannesburg to find green pastures.
Sure.
I've got four siblings. Huh, four or three? How many siblings? Oh, three siblings. Yes, I've got three
Mm,
siblings.
mm.
One brother and two sisters. Unfortunately, my brother passed away last year, so I'm left
Oh,
with
I'm
my two
sorry about
sisters.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
basically, that's me. I'm a father. Um, I'm a father. God has blessed me
Mm.
with kids. Yes, I know I'm not married yet, but You know,
How many
uh,
kids do you have?
yo, you don't want to know, so it's fine. Let's just say we've got 4 kids.
I want to know. That's
No,
why I'm
no,
asking.
no,
Or
no.
you don't want to tell us. You
Don't
don't want us
worry.
to.
Maybe when God calls me,
Mm.
to minister to a ministry or being a pastor or whatsoever, you will find the worship team. The way if you see the worship team in my church, you will know the worship team is my kids.
Right.
My
They look
kids
like you. Do they look like
from
you?
band to the singers.
Oh my goodness. Do they look like you?
Girl, I've been I always try to find ways. Maybe this child does not look like me. All of them.
Mm.
If you can put from number one up until number last, I'm telling you, like Andile Thabethe, all of
Aye. So
them,
there was no
all of
way
them.
you know what? God was making a statement right there because God knew that there was no way you can run away from them, right? From
And
any
and
of
and,
your
and my, and my problem is that even one thing that I've realized when we were young, you
Mm,
talk things with no understanding. You just say things,
right.
Jay, and then the earth and heavens hear, and then when time goes by,
Mm.
the earth and heaven will respond to what you've said in the previously. So I was just like, no, mina ngeke ngiphike umntwana, ngeke nje nakanjani angiphike umntwana. Excuse
So
me. And
you've always said that.
yes, and I
Yeah.
was preaching last Friday. I said, you know, there are things that I've said when I was young, and
Mm,
everything that is happening to me right now, everything. I
right.
mean, everything that is happening to me right now. It's not a surprise to me because I've said it when I was young.
Mm,
This is what I want to do.
mm,
This is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. This is everything that's happening now in my life. I
mm.
That's why I love this saying that say from your mouth to God's ears. You know, because truly
Sure.
speaking, when you
Sure.
say something with your mouth, definitely that thing
It
it
will
shall come to pass.
happen. It
Yes,
will
it shall come to
happen.
pass. Remember,
Yeah.
David said we were made by his hand, and saba ngaphansana nje kwakhe uNkulunkulu kahle kahle thina singonkulunkulu that speak things and happen and
Mm,
things must happen.
mm,
You know.
mm, mm,
So I was
mm,
like,
mm.
yeah, no, everything. My kids are look like me from first to the last one. So, and I never had
Yeah.
this mindset of, I will run away for my kids. No, 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 I will never. I want to be. I grew up with no father, without a father. So I want to be a father to my kids. So that's why
Right, right.
I always be there for them.
And which is a good thing. And I just love the fact that you are not even ashamed of your children. You're not
No,
ashamed
no,
of them.
no, 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 no,
Mm.
no, no.
You don't hide them. You talk about them.
I will never hide them. I will never not talk about
Mm,
them. Yeah,
mm, mm, mm.
yeah.
No, I'm grateful to know about that part of your life. So let's talk about your career now. How did you end up in the music industry?
Okay. Firstly, I remember. You don't know. You don't know. Maybe should I start it from the beginning? How did I join music? Firstly,
Yeah, we want to know that juicy stuff because we just
because
know
music.
Andile from Joyous. We don't know how did Andile end up in Joyous. So we want to know that.
What happened? How did I join music? How did I know that I can be able to sing?
Mm,
I was doing grade 9.
okay.
I was doing grade 9, and then when I was doing grade 9, when the adolescents just came in, and you try to hit it there and there. I found
Mm,
this woman, this lady, you know, and
yeah.
this lady, we started dating. I think we dated for 10 days,
Mm.
and then that was it. And then I was hurt, and then I think I
What
was I
happened?
was half. Okay, so it was. That's why I hate Valentine. I hate Valentine's. I hate Valentine. Sorry if you love Valentine, but I hate Valentine. This lady, I
Yeah.
think he agreed on dating me when I was on. I think it was the 12th.
Mm.
13. I need to share the story. Bring me now. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm here. I see
Okay,
you have
thank
a
you.
kind of freezing there as well. Are
Yeah,
you
I
back?
don't know.
You here?
I'm back.
I think
I'm back.
it's the network thing
Yeah,
because
I'm sorry about the
yeah,
network, guys. South Africa, we've got problems with networks and load
I
shedding
know,
whatsoever.
hey, I know,
Yeah,
but we're gonna do this interview today.
definitely.
We
The
have
devil is a
to,
lie.
yeah.
I rebuke
Mm.
it. I rebuke it from
In
his mother
Jesus'
and
name,
grandmother. Yes, I've rebuked all of them.
we
The
are going
family,
to
our devil.
finish this interview. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
you can
this
continue.
lady, said to me, "No, it's over after 10 days."
Yo.
And now, and I'm from rural areas, ne? I'm
Mm.
from rural areas, so English was not my thing, you know. And this lady wrote a letter for me and said, um, he wrote a letter and then he wrote it in English. It was Asha's song. I still remember. It was Asha
Mm.
song
Yeah.
that says separated, ne? So
Mm.
me being me, I took the letter. I gave it to my friend who was studying from those schools as efundi English kakhulu, yabo.
Mm.
So ngise
Mm.
mnganami, hey, take this letter ungifundele. Uthini manje ugeli wami? Ungibhalele
Yeah.
incwadi. Athi umjita, hey bafo, hey ibhemile. Are bafo. Sis, let me tell you something. From that day,
Mm.
separated word never left my mind. I knew when someone
I
said separated, I should know
separated,
Pelile.
you know.
You know, so
You.
that's how I joined music, because I remember I went from stress to stress, stressing about this woman. Why this woman said this thing to me, and then I heard that there
Mm.
was a group inside the school. There was a group, a
Right.
gospel group, and then I heard them singing, and then I went inside. I said, "Guys, can I join the music?" They said, "No,
Mm.
do you know how to sing?" I was like, "I know how to sing,
Yeah.
but I needed training." They said, "No, it's cool. We can train you. You can sing for us." And then I auditioned there, and then they give me a chance. I was
Mm.
part of the choir from the school, you know. Now I'm starting to be popular. Now things starting to get back to me, like everyone now
Mm.
is starting to hit me, like, hey, hey. And then
Mm.
we did a cassette in 2003, if I'm not mistaken. We did a cassette. There was still a cassette. We were recording cassettes.
Yeah, well, during those times when there was still cassettes, yeah.
Yes, yes,
Before before
and then
the before the CDs and
before the CDs and
right.
whatsoever, and
Yeah.
the streamings, there was
Mm.
cassette. So
Yeah.
we did a cassette, and then that's where I said, okay, this music thing is, which means it's my thing. I love it. I started
Mm.
moving with that, and I formed a male group as Kolweni, and then we did the CD Tina. After we did cassette with that other group,
Mm.
so I formed a group called what was the group called? Uh, Yo,
You even
hey, I
forgot it.
forgot. I forgot it. It's
Mm.
been it's
You
been why.
because Joyous has taken over now, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. Then let me cut the story short. 2014, there was a Want to Sing Gospel competition, season three,
Yeah.
and then
Mm.
I decided to go there to audition. I remember
Mhm.
I slept a baseline.
Mm.
I think it was and ngafika laphana. I slept up until 3. Ngazi ukuthi ngiyagodola now. I need something to drink. Ngafuna
Mm.
coffee. I bought a
Right.
coffee, and then because if you want something, awukwazi ukurelaxa.
Mm.
If your dream isikuxosha kahle, isikujaha kahle, isifuna ukuthi uyifulfill, you will never relax. Your
No,
dream will
you'll
want
do
you to go out.
whatever. Yeah,
You'll
you'll do
do
whatever
whatever.
it takes. Mm.
Yes, and then we auditioned, and then I got a chance to represent Johannesburg. There was Johannesburg, there was East London, there was Durban. So we were three
Mm.
provinces. So I represented the Johannesburg. They wanted 5 people, so I was like, out of 8,000 people who were around audition, they choose me. I was in
Mm.
five.
They
I was
chose
like, no, this
you.
thing of music is in me. You know. And
Yeah,
then, mind
yeah.
you, when I was joining there, I said to myself, only if I can see Ukabazela, I'll be fine.
Mm.
Only if I can see Babumkize from Joy Celebration, I'll be okay. You
Right.
know. If I can get his comment about me, I'll be okay.
Mm.
And the only comment I got from him, he said, "No, you've got a beautiful voice. You've got a great voice, power, like a powerhouse voice. You know, like
Mm.
okay, even if I
That's
don't win, I want to sing gospel, but because this guy
that
who's a guru
compliment.
in music, yes,
Yeah.
who's a
Yay.
guru in music, I will be like
Uh,
I'm happy. That compliment
mm.
for me, it changed my life up until today.
Mm.
And then
Mm.
I left. I want to sing gospel. I didn't win. I left it in top nine. I was
Mm.
in top nine, and then I left the competition. And then the following year, 2015, I got a call from the MD of Joy Celebration, Siyanqoba Mthethwa. He said to me, "Brad, do you wanna join the Joy Celebration because Sister Pumele Mbamba is off, so we need someone who can do Zion. Can you do Zion?" I was like, "I can do anything, bruh. You don't need to ask me what I can do. I can do anything
Ah.
as long as it's Joy Celebration."
Oh, you
And
came
then
in
that's
after Pumelele left.
yes, I came in and do Zion with after Spumelele left. Yes,
Okay, that's how you
yes.
can. Because I wondered, like, what happened to Siphumelele? So little did
No,
I know that you replaced you replaced Siphumelele.
yeah, I had to. Yes, I had to. But when the opportunity comes, you need to grab it by
Grab
both
it.
hands.
Right,
Yeah,
right. But
yeah.
how has your
So that
experience been with Joyous?
yo, Joyce has been so good, sis. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot with Joyce. Joyce has opened doors for me in so many things. I'm on
Mm.
radio because of Joyous. I was on television because of Joyous. People they've seen me on Joyous. And when
Mm-hmm.
you go around, it's easy. People, it's Joyous makes it for you to be easy. Kwezinye izinto, some other opportunities because people they've seen you in Joyous celebration. So kubalula to get
Mm.
some opportunities because of a Joyous
Right.
celebration. Yeah.
Mm, mm. And I'm sure you also travel a lot, right? With Joyous.
I've been in countries that I never thought in my entire life I would even been there. Go on. As much as I was confessing things when I was young, but I never thought ngelinye ilanga I would reach be in America. How?
Wow.
Mina sengibuye America. Yeah, African countries, so many African countries that I've been in Guana because of each oasis.
Mm. But do
Yeah.
you mind giving us just that little experience? How often do you rehearse, as a group with Joyous, and what are the demands of being a Joyous celebration member?
I think in every environment, first demand it's your commitment. Commit
Mm.
yourself to that organization or in that environment. And then
Mhm.
when hey, they demand a lot of energy, a lot of energy. In case after mhlambe we performed. Nkiza will tell you guys your performance was low, so you need to up your standard
Mm.
of performance. And
Yeah.
now you're definitely sure you need to up your standard of your
Mm.
performance.
Mm.
And rehearsal times we rehearse from Monday until Thursday. Because I think they've got this culture of understanding that people they get them gigs on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so they give us
Oh,
that
it's
those
Monday through
3 days.
Thursday. Mm.
Yes, they don't
Mhm.
mind if you're doing your own things outside. They are okay with that, as long as you let them know that I won't be available on this day or on that on whatever circumstances is they vela. So nje, they
Mm.
don't mind that. They give us that platform to be ourselves, to do our things outside
Mhm.
from Joy Celebration.
Mhm. How many
Yeah.
hours per day? Like from that Monday to Thursday, are there
Um,
some particular hours per day?
we rehearse from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m.
It's like
So it's
work,
like
right?
like
It's like
usemsebenzini,
full-time work
definitely
right
like
there.
usemsebenzini, yes, like
Yeah.
usemsebenzini. So when you
Wow.
hear when you hear Joyous on stage, doing all those dynamics and whatsoever, performing, it's draining. Like we put our energy in rehearsal first before if you even go to on stage. To figure stage
Mm.
already, usuyazi ukuthi uzokwenza.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
hard work. It's a lot of hard work
There
put
is-
in it.
yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but surprisingly, if you love something, uzugcina ubona isikhathi ngazathi hawu isikhathi savele sasincane-ke yazi we were loving this what we were doing,
Mm,
because you
mm,
love something.
mm,
So
mm,
nathi sinokubona ngazathi isikhathi sesivele saba sincane kakhulu, but
mm,
yeah, it's a lot of hard work.
mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm. And now do you get to have like leaves? Do they give you some leave? Maybe at some point to say now it's time to take a break. You can maybe take a month of leave or something.
Well, I think because um since I've started to join Joy Celebration, the only month that we don't work ngayo, I think they get it's not such as a leave, but I think in them somebody is just like no, let them relax kancane.
Mm,
It's a month of May. It's a month of May because
May.
from June up until December, it's gig after gig after gig. So I would
Mm,
say maybe they give us that 1 month um, to relax, which is month of May.
okay. And even December, I'm sure
Yeah,
the whole of December you are busy, like in
December
the
we
first.
are rehearsing. December we are raising, or either we do cooperative gigs,
Mm,
joyous because they do also have cooperative gigs now.
mm,
And then mhlawumbe preparing for a recording or either a restoration. So nje kubhizi ngoDecember kakhulu. Vele kubhizi kakhulu
mm.
ngoDecember. Yeah.
Mm. Very interesting experience indeed. Very, very. And and
Yeah.
uh, and have you ever thought like, I want to stay for this long, enjoy us, and then after this time, I want to be on my own. I'm interested in knowing that one.
Due to the pile of work now that I'm having, on radio.
Mm,
I was like, no, man. I think it's a high time to bow out from Guitroyas, because
mm,
now the work is too much for me. And one thing about Mkize, ne? Mkize
mm.
will never release you ungena plan. Akafuna
Oh,
ukuthi uphume
really?
and go outside usayoqala phansi or uhlupheke. Uqala kubuza
Okay.
ukuthi, so when you leave Joyous, what is your
Where
plan?
you going? Mm,
Yes,
mm,
before you
mm,
leave, give me the plan so that as a father, I will be able to support you on something that you have,
mm,
because
mm,
even outside of Joy Celebration, I think we're young environment, the working environment or working space, as a manager, you if you care about your employees, you always check them out how far are you with life, you don't
mhm,
just release
mm.
umuntu not knowing what we are.
Yeah.
So
Mm,
before
mm,
Baba Mkhize release, what is the plan? So I mean, last year,
mm.
so 28 this year. Maybe it could be my last 3 years.
This year.
Yeah, maybe it's my last 3 years.
Oh, are you ready?
Angithi phela,
Are you ready
I'm
though?
ready. I'm
To
ready.
leave?
Remember number, buddy.
I'm saying, are you ready to leave? Are you not gonna miss joyous? Are you not gonna miss the experience of
Definitely,
being
everyone missed the space at Joyous. I will miss the
mm,
space of Joyous, but I think in the team, uh, 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 um, number 8 is the new beginning of things.
mm,
So
mm.
if I do Joyous 28, after that it will be new beginnings for me. Then
Okay,
I can
okay.
leave. Yeah,
Mm. Well, let's talk about your radio now, because since you mentioned when we started the interview that it is your first love, it is your
yeah,
first and foremost passion. You are on Josie FM. How did you get into
definitely.
Josie FM?
Well, how did I get on Joseph I was in 2016 because Dress Celebration came in 2017. Josie came in
Mm,
2016.
okay.
So when I was young, I knew what I want to do when I arrive at Johannesburg. I said to myself, I want to
Mm.
be a musician. I want to be on television. I want to be a radio presenter. I want to be.
Mhm.
I want to write my books and run my business. So I had
Okay.
5 things, and some of those
Mm.
five things, 4 of them already saying already established. Saying qalile zona lezo zinto lezo.
Mm.
So
Mm.
how did I join It was FM? I was going to write my exam because after I finished ufunda eNyokasela, I said no,
Mm.
nokuhlala, let me try to do something else. I did the
Yeah.
PR. I was going to
Mm.
write my exam to one of the college here around Dobsonville, and then
Mhm.
was on a taxi, and then I heard on radio Jozi bathi they are looking for presenters. I was like, presenters, phela
Wow.
yithi labo, you know. Ngathi mina, hey driver, ngicela ukwehla because the audition were on the same day. I was like, driver, ngicela
Are
ukwehla,
you
ngicela ungitshele
serious?
ukuthi yeah, I didn't went to write my
Yo.
exam. Even today, angaqedi with the PR certificate. You know,
Yeah. Because
I
you
said,
went for the
driver,
audition.
yes. That was my opportunity.
Sure.
I always said when I was hustling radio, I was like, if I can get a chance, banginikeze imakhi yaseradweni,
Mm.
bazoyibuza bangifakeleni. And then when I heard that was an
Mm.
opportunity, I was like, no, man, I need to go and audition. And then I get off from the taxi and driving director was not the taxis for to Joseph M. These are the taxis. I went to the taxis. Ngaye Joseph M. Mangifika Joseph M. They said to me, ngafika said to her, no, it's closed. I was like, yo, I didn't write
Ah.
my exam,
Oh.
and
I
now
and
the
now you've missed
auditions are
the
closed.
opportunity.
You know.
Oh.
But before I decided to leave, there's some guy who was coordinating the audition. Said came and said, tomorrow we are taking few numbers of people. So if you're interested to come, excuse me, if you're interested to come tomorrow, please do come tomorrow, and we will be taking Lalela. The morning, I was the one who was knowing what time is the morning. I woke up early in the morning. I went to the taxi rank. I took the taxi. I went to Joseph M. At least now I know it's Joseph FM. I'm sorry.
Mm.
And I was number 82, if I'm not
Ay.
I was number 81. They slept there. I'm sure they slept there, those people, they wanted the audition.
Mm.
And then, when it's your season and when it's your time, nothing will stop you.
Nothing.
The, the only thing
Nothing.
I've said, the only thing I've said when I got it, that opportunity, I think also speaking into existence, is quite powerful when that thing is a free. The only thing I've said in those audition, I said, "Sanibona igama lami
Mm.
Andile Thabethe," and then the judges they said, "Thank you."
What?
That
Just
was it.
the
I said my name.
just
I
the
said my
intro.
name,
Yeah.
and the judges. That was it. And
Uh,
I was like, "Yo, maybe in Bedilias, maybe I didn't say zona, you know." And
yeah.
then, later to cut the story short, and then later when I asked them, so when I asked the program manager, I was like, "Why
Mm.
did you not allow me to audition further or more?"
Mm.
He said to me, or say more. He said to me, "No, we from your voice, from saying your name, we knew that when you're a radio, you've got a radio for voice, you've got a
You've got
radio
a
voice."
radio voice. Yeah.
Yes, oh, Singis Matung. So we knew that that's what we want from you. And then that's how I got to
Mm.
Joseph. That's how I went to Joseph and I got to Joseph. It's
Wow.
been it's been it's
Amazing.
been now this is my if I'm not mistaken, 8th year with
Yeah.
Joseph FM, or 7 year, yeah,
Sure.
there.
And you're still enjoying it. You
And I'm
still
still
love
enjoying.
it.
I'm still growing. Dion. Still growing,
Mm.
Kakul.
So
Yeah.
which show are you doing there at Joseph?
When I joined them, when I joined Joseph, I was doing a morning show from 4 a.m. until 6 a.m. It's an
Mm.
inspirational show, I motivate people more especially, and help help people ngama emotions abo. Kwesinye isikhathi abantu they are going through a lot, so
Mm,
people when they want to hear something ezoba comfort, something that will give them power to face tomorrow, they definitely
mm,
listen to the show. So my show is basically all about that inspirational show. We motivate, we play gospel music, we sikhuluma nomuntu ongaphakathi kumuntu, the inner
mm.
person, and then
Mm.
now
Aye,
this
this
year they
network is
choose give Monday, so now
jealous, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
So now what are you doing?
I'm doing a Monday to Friday show, and I'm doing also
Mm.
Sunday show
Oh, you're working from Monday to Friday and also
and
Sunday.
Sunday.
So you're
Yes,
busy the
yes.
whole week, man. The only
I'm busy the
day
whole
off
week.
you have is on Saturday.
It's only Saturday.
So now when you have gigs with Joyous, how do you juggle that?
So Joyous will do gigs on Fridays, Saturday, and Sunday. So this new slot that I'm doing now, which is for Sunday slots, isona ke singenza ukuthi ngize ngithi maybe 28 it will be my last year of being with the Joyous because of the
Mm.
new slot which I'm doing on Saturday. Because now I will have to
Mhm.
travel. Excuse me, I would have to travel from Joyous to Jose FM, on Sundays
Mm.
because now I need to be on the radio.
Eish,
Yeah, and
eish.
also
Man,
Joyous, they need me that side, so I will have to go to Joyous and do Josie as well.
right, right. Which will be
Yeah,
difficult. Which will be
which will be
difficult.
difficult, which will be straining for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But have you started preparing the management for your bow out? For hello. Ish. Yeah.
Not yet. I know it can be, there's some see what you've got something powerful to deliver.
Mm,
Kuba nzima ukuthi akudedele uhambe. So
mm,
I think I
mm,
still have that lucky yokuthi I can be able to deliver izinto
mm.
right for when it comes to music,
Right, right,
major
right, right.
celebration. Yeah.
Mhm. Maybe you'll wait for the right time. Then when you feel it's the right
I
time
will, I
for
will
you,
definitely wait for the right time. And in Mnandi ukuthi, he will not ask me what is your plan. Already know the plan.
already he knows. Already he knows.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then lastly, as we close, you're also an
Yes.
actor. What role are you
Definitely.
playing in acting, and what are your prospects? What are your future prospects about acting as well?
Okay. I did my shows, I think amaninginyana wona.
Mm,
I did the Iridim City. I was a radio DJ there,
mhm.
and also I did Isbaya. I was a taxi driver. I think that's why I've bought taxis now
That's why you
because
love Texas now.
yeah,
It
because
made you
I
fall
was
in love with taxis,
you know
taxi industry. Yeah.
yeah. So and then
Mm.
I did Istembi. So I was selling drugs there. Yeah,
Yo, yo,
I
yo.
was selling drugs there.
It was rough.
It was rough because now there was I will do radio in the morning and go shoot for his so and then people they will
Mm.
watch this thing and be like, Mfundis, udayisa idakamizwa TV. Eh,
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
Were you
know.
not afraid though that it will taint your image, maybe?
No, I think because of people now, people now sebefundile abantu nowadays that um
It's just acting.
acting acting is not
Mm,
a serious thing. It's just
mm.
an acting. That's why it's called acting.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
act there. It's not your
yeah.
living life. It's not
You
the
know,
life that you are living.
before back in the day, people used to think acting is real life. When they see you.
Yes, yes, me too. Me too. I used to think that with all this
Mm,
glam and glitz that you see on televisions, they things zangempela. And you wait up until uphumela ngaphandle ubone real life it's sawubona. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So, are you still intending to continue with acting, with the
Definitely,
career in
I am
acting, or?
still intend to continue with it, but
Mm,
I need to limit the things that I was wishing to get, because all of those things, they were my wish to get, and all
mm,
of them ngiyitholile, but now I need to settle for izinto engazi ukuthi now as
more
uBabthabethe
focus.
moving forward
Mm,
angeke ngisafana
mm,
nomuntu who will rush things njengasekuqaleni, yabo. Now I need
right.
to find my channel kahle ukuthi these ones ngihamba nazo, these ones ngiyayiliva, ngiyaziyekela, even
Mm-hmm,
though zonke zimnandi ngiyithanda, but
mm,
good things about those my things is um as in tidy when it's come to time. I do them
mm.
with my pace. I do them with my own time.
Okay. So now, as
Yeah.
you venture into radio and or still aspire to continue with acting, where does the music fall now? Are you going to be leaving music,
No, no, no,
or are
no,
you
no, no. I want
continue?
live music. Mhlawumbe I would release ama singles, or either
Independent? You're going, yeah.
albums, yeah, and be
Okay.
independent, mhlawumbe, because yes,
Mm,
I'm also running the company called Better Communication and Event. Under it, there's a Better Music. So definitely, sure, I would also run.
mm,
I would be focusing kakhulu kuzinto ey'fana lezo, and also maybe try to give other people opportunities when it's come to music. Develop other
mm,
young artists and give them the opportunities
mm,
to be known in Abo, because I'm in a
mm,
space, say entertainment. So I need to utilize that thing to assist other people from the
mhm,
communities.
But is there any
Yeah.
music that you have released, like as Andile Thabethe?
Yes, I've got an
Yeah.
album which is kuma digital platforms. There's an album that I released for 2021. It's called
Mm,
My Journey. It's got 10 tracks.
mm,
It's a beautiful
powerful.
album. Yeah,
Mm,
people, they can just go in there and search and Little Better music. Also, and definitely sure, yes, I've got songs from Dress 15 up until Dress. The only dress that I didn't do was dress 26. Yeah,
mm,
the only dress that I didn't do, I didn't have a song. But from dress
mm.
20 up until dress 27, yeah, definitely
There's
sure
a
I've got
song there for
songs.
you.
Yeah, I've
Mm,
got songs.
mm,
Yeah.
okay. And are you available for bookings?
I'm available for bookings. People, they can just call this number here. I think number manager I am. Mabefuna ukungibooka, it's
Mm.
078 79 62325. That's the number your manager. They can be able to get
Can you
me in there.
mention it again for maybe those who didn't quite get it?
All right, it's 078 79 62325. That's where they can
Mm,
get me, or either
mm,
they can just email me at Andile. It's Andile at bete.co.za, or either they can just follow me on my social network, Andile Thabethe, on my social. Okay, Andile Thabethe on Facebook, Andile underscore Tibet on Instagram, and Andile
mm,
underscore on Twitter. Yatolaga.
mhm. Lastly, last but not
Yes.
least, the services that you offer, if they want to book you, what are they specifically?
Oh, okay. I do host events. If you want someone
Mm,
who MC, if you want a motivational speaker, if you want someone who will be ministering with the music, emshadweni wakho, or in a church, or in any event that you want a music person to come gikona,
mm,
I can avail myself for you. The only thing you need to do is just to book me to those information that I gave you before. So yeah, I'm available for any events.
wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Andile. What a great, great, great interview. And I've really gotten to know you up close and personal now. I know who
Wow,
Andile
thank you so much for having
completely
me.
now
Thank you so
is.
much.
Yeah. And I'm sure even our viewers and our listeners now at least have an idea of everything that you do. And I'm sure
Yeah,
they'll be looking out for you. And if they need any of the services, they will contact your manager or maybe contact
definitely.
the platforms that you've just mentioned. And from me, I think I'll see you on the next what is it?
Fire
Fire
conference.
conference. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
We'll
Why
meet
not?
on the next fire conference, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah. We know we are now family, right? We're family, right? We're
Definitely,
family now.
definitely,
Yeah. Yeah. But thank you so much.
definitely.
It's been such a great pleasure chatting with you. And I wish you all the best in your career prospects. May God continue to enlarge your territory and may you continue to be a blessing to the body of Christ and to this country. Thank you so
Wow.
much.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Thank you so much for having me. Nkulunkulu anibusise. Thank you.
Mm. Thank you. That was
Thanks, man.
none other than Andile Thabethe, a man with many talents. He's so gifted, he's so loaded. And you heard that if you need him for anything, any services that he mentioned, you can just call him on the contacts that he has given from his manager, and you can also contact him on his socials. That's all that we had for you today. Until next time, this is me and Naomi Wesi saying, may the Lord bless you, may the Lord keep you, may he cause his face to shine upon you and give you peace till we meet again next week. Same time, same place, right here on Africa USA Radio. Shalom, shalom.